Yesterday, Detroit became the largest city in the U.S. to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. I echo the call for a full de-escalation and an elimination of the bombs killing innocent civilians. The scenes that we witness every day, they hurt my heart because I know these aren't just numbers. These are families. These are people. Lost by some in my vote yesterday was a message, my message of peace that I'd hoped to convey. A message that I hope that those on both sides of the debate would hear. The word ceasefire has become polarizing in the context of this conflict, and as soon as it's raised, a great number of those who need to hear the message of peace shut down. I stand on the side of humanity and preserving life, and that will never change. My career has been exemplified by my work in bringing people together in the community, and that will never change. I'm attaching the full video of my comments prior to the vote yesterday, and as a man of faith, I continue to pray that no more innocent lives will be lost and there will be a swift and true path towards lasting peace that will begin today.
Pro-Tem Tate.
Thank you, Madam President. I have thought very long and hard about this resolution. I've talked to my colleague several times, and we've had numerous conversations about it. I do believe that, it's been stated several times that this resolution is symbolic. I don't have any doubt in my mind that this resolution is going to have any effect on the relations that are taking place in the Middle East. But I also understand the importance of our words. It is imperative for me to ensure that whenever I'm putting out anything, that I'm working as closely as I can to bring folks together and not create additional divisiveness, or at least creating a pathway for distractions in the wording. And so I've mentioned that, and I said it, I'll say it now publicly, I cannot include the word ceasefire because I understand how divisive it is in this particular context. And I've also stated that I am in support of moving forward and again, identifying how to work closer within our metropolitan community that is the mixture of diverse cultures, ethnicities, and this is what makes us so great. And we have to identify how to address this crisis collectively as a community. There have been some folks that have said, this is the most important issue for us right now. There have been others who have said that we should mind our own business and deal with what's going on in the city of Detroit. I don't share that sentiment whatsoever. But again, we do have to figure out how to address this internally here in Metro Detroit. Folks have asked how I feel about it. And I do not, again, support this resolution, but I do believe if folks wanted to hear how I felt, I do believe that the state of Israel has a right to defend itself following the horrific acts that killed hundreds of civilians on October 7th, while also abducting hundreds of innocent civilians. I want to see an Israel that is no longer under threats of attack. I also want to see Palestinians be able to live freely in their homeland with the opportunities to thrive both at home and abroad. I want to see no more aerial assaults that kill innocent children and other vulnerable civilians in Gaza. I want to see all hostages released safely. I want to see the innocent lives of civilians protected and preserved no matter where they live, whether that's in Israel, in Gaza, the West Bank, or right here in Detroit. I want to see the lives of Israelis who experienced the horrors of October 7th to get the physical and emotional support they need to heal. I want to see the Palestinians not involved in active combat or have not been determined to participate in the acts of October 7th to be provided the opportunity again to move freely within Gaza without threat of violence from either Hamas or the Israeli military. This includes open fields, homes, hospitals, schools, and religious institutions. I want members of Hamas to stay clear of any area where there are large or small populations of innocent civilians where they're located. This includes open fields, homes, hospitals, schools, and religious institutions. I want to see sufficient life-saving food, water, and medical supplies allowed and provided to help the people of Gaza, those who are not involved in conflict or had any hand in October 7th. I want to see a world where it's clear that anyone who criticizes the Israeli government, they're understood that they're not criticizing the people of Israel, and that does not constitute anti-Semitism. I also want to see a world where it's clear that the support of the Palestinian people does not equal the support of Hamas, nor the support of the horrific acts that took place on October 7th. I want to see a world where the civilians are protected no matter where they live, and I have to continue to emphasize this yet again. And I want to see steps towards a two-state solution where both Palestinians and Israelis can both coexist and live in long-lasting peace. Thank you, Madam President. Folks have asked how I feel about it, and I do not, again, support this resolution, but I do believe, if folks wanted to hear how I felt, I do believe that the state of Israel has a right to defend itself.